If you notice this video bounces a little, it's because I'm in the mobile home and I'm on a board that I pulled off of the floor back over that area, and we've been cleaning up, and I'll explain that as I back up here. Okay, just pay attention. It's the morning, March 17th, I guess. Probably about 8 o'clock. It's 60 something degrees, sunny. It's Monday. So what this video is going to show you, this pile, these were walls that were right over here on the other side. So here is the west side of the mobile home going north and south. This is one side of the double wide. And then if I go here, this is the other side of the double wide over here, north, and that's east, and that's south behind me. They had replaced all of the wood in this floor. They had just covered it with a new floor, and they used very short nails, so I'm able to actually take some of this wood and just pick it back up this floor and save it, because what we're going to do is all this here is going to become trash. So I'll either burn or I'll put it in a dumpster, which the dumpster is supposed to come this Thursday. Our neighbor has a big dumpster. So what we're going to do though is we've taken a lot of these inner panels, all the inside walls off this side of the mobile home, insulation, all that, getting it ready, and even the ceiling here is all gone, and all we have is we have a roof, a metal roof, metal sides on the studs, and all the flooring. So this is about 12 by 16 or 20 right here. I didn't measure it exactly. This is going to come detached from that part of the mobile home, and that's going to be detached from that part of the mobile home. So what's going to happen is, about where the camera is sitting is going to be the mobile home that way. You can't see any of that part right at the moment. I'll turn the camera around and show you what we're saving. What we're going to do is we're going to cut short the storage space, because if I was to remodel this whole thing, it'd probably cost me $30,000-$40,000, because it all has to have electrical, plumbing, new flooring, all the insulation, new ceiling, new side interior walls with all this insulation and electrical and all that. And then once you get all that, even if you get everything finished, you have to put in all your lighting, your vanities, your toilet, all your appliances. All this stuff adds up. Even doors and the door jambs and the trim and all that stuff, and all the windows. Very, very costly. So if I'm going to build something, rebuild that is, something that's a 24 by 80, that's a lot of material. Now if I cut that in half, I can do that. I'm not even worried about that. And then when we get it to where it's all intact, all structurally sound, everything's working good, and then we get rid of the camper, all that camper money goes back into the bank. It's okay to live in a camper. It's not, the best. It's tight, it's cramped, but it has everything we need in it. But this would be double the space, if not triple the space of the camper. And this has been here since 1976. There's nothing wrong with it other than the fact that they didn't know how to take care of it. They tried to patch it up, but when you are just putting band-aids on a really bad disease or sore, you're not curing anything. You actually have to do surgery. And that's where we're at. We're at the surgery part. you look over here, this is actually the salvageable part. I'm actually going to start about a foot in front of where I'm at. This was the bathroom right here, and the floor is just gone right here, just in the bathroom. So all I have to replace though is just one little piece of the floor here, and I've got plenty of flooring to do that with. I'm just going to clean off the joists, and I do have to look at the joists and make sure they're okay, but I'm going to put that piece of flooring in, and once I got that all done, then from that joist there back, the walls, the east wall, the south wall, and the west wall straight across from me, that's all coming down. So what I'll do is I'll start by making sure I have enough of a soffit and fascia here that's going to go past the wall when I bring the wall in, and then everything beyond that I will cut the metal roof in sections, and I will remove the metal roof. It's not really heavy, but it's easier to work with when you cut it into smaller sections. I get rid of the metal roof, then all I have to do is pull the rafters down, and as I take the rafters down, then there's nothing up there, there's no weight. These rafters, you can carry a rafter, a mobile home rafter you can carry in one hand. I could carry probably 6 or so of them easily in one arm. The mobile home structures are fairly weak when they're in their own singularity, I guess you would say, but when they're all structured together against the wall and the center beam, and they're all affixed, then that's when it becomes very strong. And like I said, I'll have to cut this loose just past where I want to have a fascia and stuff, because I want to make sure that I'll go beyond, and then I can cut back as I need to put on my finish my fascia and soffit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can save that back wall, and I'm just going to use my Sawzall and cut all the nails off the top and the bottom and pull that wall. The only thing on that wall is some sheet metal on the outside, and after I've put it up there because I had it off once. I take the sheet metal off, and I can take those studs, bring the whole thing, and just bring it right to me, stand it on the joist, and make sure that it's plumb and level, and then I'll just use some decking screws, and I'll screw it right into the joist really good and into the upper rafter. We actually have a 2x4 here, and I have different 2x4s. I've got a whole stack of wood that I'm going to be able to really make this structurally sound, and I'll have to tie it with a California corner over to this wall and in the center here. And this is just this side, and beyond that, what we're going to do is we're just going to, where the old bathroom was, that'll be all gone back there, and then we're going to take and we're going to put a bathroom where it used to be apparently part of a living room or something here. We're just going to move it up forward, and we're going to put in the laundry in the bathroom, and then we'll put unless things change, there'll be a bedroom up in the corner, and then on the other side would be the kitchen and more living room. So this here, you'll see piles of, we got a lot of tools, and then we have a lot of insulation we have saved. So today, it's cool, but it's not cold. I should be able to take all this flooring that's in my way and remove it so that I can get in there and start cleaning this up to get ready to put that flooring in, because there's nothing can proceed until that is cleaned up and fixed there. I mean, we could do all kinds of things, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to do things in a sequence so that as we remove certain things, it doesn't affect another thing. We don't want walls to just fall. We don't want ceilings just to fall. We don't want things to be laying here and get rained on really bad and ruin things. So we're doing things as we think them out and do them in order. So as we do things in order, it takes more time, but we're staying ahead of the game with our cleanup, and the weather's starting to get where we'll be able to use more of the day. So, and it's just me and her. In all of this, we've got many things to do. We've got to reroute our plumbing. We're actually going to have to move our electric box that's in the mobile home up about 10 feet, which means I'm going to have to get with Scott and see if that's possible for him to do, because if that's so, I'll have to go get new electrical wires, because our wires aren't going to make that distance. So, and I'm sure that there's a code for the box that it's setting up about a minimum of 4 feet off the floor. So we want to stay within our all guidelines of codes. So we still have a really nice newer hot water tank, and we want to centrally locate that. We're going to put that basically behind me in the corner of the bathroom. So I'll take you over to the other side real quick and show you some more over there. Well, this is the west side of the mobile home that we're going to save. Actually, I'm going to put a different wall up right there behind me that's going to have windows and a door in it. And that wall on that side of the mobile home is actually going to get a new wall too, because that's actually just paneling with 1x3s, and I can carry that wall. It's so light. It's an interior wall. It's just sitting there up against the edge of the building, and there's plastic on the other side of it to protect everything. So we've just been waiting to get before we do the process of building this thing. We wanted to make sure exactly how we wanted to build it. We had talked about making it a single wide. Well, there's just you're going to lose space in a single wide. You have to have a hallway all the way down, and then you've got just some other things that because of the way the roof is made and stuff, it would kind of look funky to me. So we decided we're just going to go with a 24 by 25, nice and simple. It's just going to be a revamping of what's already here. We're just going to change things around. There's plenty of supplies. We have more than we need as far as structurally stuff. So this part here is in good shape. I just got to put a few pieces of plywood down. I've got a whole floor over there that we're going to be able to use the second layer. They just laid it down on there with very short nails. We'll get that in there. So it really does go faster than it seems. We just ripped out a bunch of walls yesterday and did some cleanup just in our spare time after church. Because we're talking about exactly how we want to go about this. I got the hot water tank right here. It's a A.O. Smith, and so it's just now that we have kind of the design and the way we want to go, now we just start the process. And like I said, I first want to work on that flooring over on the other side so that I can be ready. So as I want to use the wall and bring it up, then I can do that. You may be wondering why I'm not just going to go get me a whole load of lumber and just build it myself, brand new wood, because if I can do it without doing that, I'll do what I can with what I have here. If I have to invest any money in different things, I can. I just bought a $300 nail gun and decided we're going to go a different direction, so I took that back. But I did have one of my little drills just quit on me the other day, so I imagine I'm going to end up getting me a new one, but that was a cordless. I still have my 120 volt drill, and it works great. So as of right now, we're fine. So, you know, we're not up in Alaska trying to do crazy things in 20-degree weather and jumping from trees and all that, acting all silly. This is serious, and we're in a really nice camper on great property with great friends and neighbors. So, you know, this is just more of something to do. Take our time. We want to get it done. I'd like to get this thing finished before winter, and I think it's doable if we stay on track. So that'd be a nice thing. Anyway, that's about all I got. So I have not had breakfast yet. I had 1 cup of coffee. So I think it'd be nice to go and get myself all energized and charged up and ready. This is a rain jacket and just a little warm shirt because it's I don't know, cool. It's cool. It's not cold. It's cool. If I was to get working, this coat would come off real quick. That's about how the temperature is right now. So anyway, that's all I got for today.